was going to post the video I'd already made. This is actually my second time doing this, but due to recent events, I think I need to redo it. So, for those of you who don't know, something very sad was posted on the My Chemical Romance website yesterday, and Bob is leaving My Chemical Romance, or had left like 4 weeks ago. This is really sad. Most of us are pretty gutted. Most of us really liked Bob. So it's a sad time, and we're all gonna miss him, and I wish him the best, and I'm still gonna follow My Chemical Romance. They're still gonna be my favorite band. So like, this could be a good thing. Like, they could, you know, recruit a new drummer, and it could be a lot better. I don't know what could be better than Bob, but that remains to be seen. So, on to the video. This week it's supposed to be about our discovery of My Chemical Romance and things of that nature. So, I discovered them when I was like 15. Yeah, like so the summer of 2004 I discovered My Chemical Romance, and it was on the website launch.yahoo.ca. It's like a music video website, and I found them through their video I'm Not Okay, and it was kind of not necessarily a turning point, because I was like, oh, it's pretty good, and but it was good enough where I wanted to see what else they had on their page, so I looked them up. So I looked them up, and I saw that they had 2 versions of the I'm Not Okay video. I watched both. And then they had an interview with Frank and Gerard. So watching the interview, I saw, oh, well, they have a lot of very interesting lyrical subjects, sex with men and vampires and things of that nature. So vampires, me being a big dork, I was like, oh my god. So I quickly went over I downloaded I'm Not Okay and Vampires Will Never Hurt You. Vampires Will Never Hurt You I became completely obsessed with, and that and I'm Not Okay is what I listened to for months and months and months non-stop, until the Helena video came out, and I was like, oh, it's pretty good. You know, at that point I wasn't like obsessively following them, so I wasn't like, I didn't know every little detail of, you know, the background of the Helena song. Okay, and then in between the Ghost of You release and that Helena release was when it kind of hit. I had downloaded the entire CD. Yeah, I'm a bad person, but I own it now, so it's okay. And I became really obsessed with the Ghost of You and my interpretation of it. The Never Coming Home lyric hit hard very much, because when I was 14, starting grade 9, I lost someone very close to me, and I was really depressed for a very long time, and that lyric I kind of interpreted it like that, not in a war sense, but in a, that person I love so much is never coming home, or I'm never going to see them again type of thing. And so it was a really sad time, and part of me discovering MCR was being helped through it, and so that was really, you know, really beneficial for my sanity, I guess you could say. So in terms of fun stuff, I'm not going to get too much into, you know, just the MCR Save My Life stuff, because that'll take like 20 minutes, because it's pretty much a novel. And when I discovered them, not necessarily exactly when I discovered them, but maybe the summer after, what happened was I discovered that I had this talent for writing. Maybe not like Anne Rice, Stephen King talent, but I could write reasonably well. And this happened through having a dream about My Chemical Romance and then writing a story about it. Needless to say, it went the same route as Twilight and became extremely cheesy and riddled with bad grammar and a horrendously bad plot. So, but the story wasn't the same. I didn't read Stephanie Meyer's thoughts and see all the frightening things in there or anything like that. Anyway, back to the point. So after that, a few people on the forum UMCRS that I was putting these stories on were like, "Hey, you're pretty good." So I was like, "Ooh, I'm a good writer." So, you know, through all of the writing stuff I did, and I'm actually doing a writing contest right now. You know, I discovered that I could actually write kind of, you know, not like super well, but well enough that I would like to, you know, publish a book one day. Though most of the novels that I have plans for aren't finished yet. In terms of, you know, stuff I've done for them or whatever is, I have my wall of shame, which is just pictures all over the place of them. And I will, you know, show you a little video of that at the end of this video. And when the Black Parade came out, I actually went to the nearby HMV, which is our CD store here, and it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and the store opens at 10. I waited outside with another MCR fan for that whole hour waiting for it to open, and when it did open, I found that they had limited editions of the Black Parade, and I bought it, and I still have it, and it's my baby, and I won't let anyone else touch it because I'm a big weirdo. And then that Christmas I also got one more copy of the Black Parade, the one with the white dust jacket, because I'd actually asked for both, but I only got one. I've also waited outside a venue for 10 hours to see them when they were here for their Black Parade tour. This being the third time that I would be seeing them, I waited outside with a bunch of MCR fans outside the Bell Center for like 10 hours, and it was a lot of fun. I've actually seen them 4 times. First time I ever saw them was at the 2005 Vans Warped Tour. This was back when I didn't know anything about going to Warped Tour, and I just knew MCR were going to be there, therefore I had to be there. And like, I pretty much skipped out a lot of good shows just to see them. And then I saw them again when they were on their Revenge Tour, and they came here with Thrice. They were supposed to be here with Funeral for a Friend and Thrice, but that didn't happen. We had Serves to Survive. The third time I saw them was in Montreal, as I just mentioned. Fourth time was the following day after we saw them on the Black Parade tour. My mom drove me and one of my friends to Ottawa, which is about 2 hours away, something like that, to the venue. And I had worn the shirt I had bought the day before, and I kept getting people yelling at me, "I love your shirt!" It was kind of epic. And we saw them again. So it was a lot of fun. And it was a lot more crowded at the one in Ottawa, but I would not recommend anyone deciding to go to Ottawa for anything because it's like the most boring city in the world. There's like nothing to do. So yeah, that's pretty much my experience. I'm sorry if it's a little bit vague. I just don't want to get into all the depressing stuff, given that Bob just left that's depressing enough as it is. And I will see you next week. Bye guys.
Okay guys, this is my wall of shame. So first I'll show you my back of my door. That's all the lyrics to Our Lady of Sorrows because I'm a big dork. Yes, I did paint all of that. I am not a cheater. And it goes like this. There's Gerard. Hi Gerard. And it continues over my door and down, all the way down to the bottom. And oh, you can't see him. There we go. That's actually a leather mouse thing, but whatever, it's Frank, so it's up there. And there's another poster behind my dresser, but you can't really see it. Yep, that's my wall of shame. I hope you enjoy.